So forgive me, I'm feeling a bit sick, so I can't move as well, and also my voice sounds quite bad, but I'm getting back into making videos, and the first thing that we have been requested to make is a how to receive a flick serve video. So obviously you want to be standing based on where the server is going to be playing. So if the server is flicking a lot, you know, if my normal stance is like right here, I might take a step back because I have to worry about the flick a lot more. If the server is not flicking as often or their flick is not as good, then you can afford to stand a little bit in the front. Tactics aside, when it comes to actually where you should stand, obviously, like right, receiving the serve, your left foot should be in the front. You should be leaning forward. And what you're gonna do, you can see my feet, right? Is as soon as you see the flick, you're gonna want to lean back, right? You're gonna want to lean back, and then depending on how fast and how explosive you are, there can be one of two things you can do, all right? If you're not as explosive or fat or and heavy as me, you're probably going to want to be taking like a step back. So it's going to look something like, you're going to look like something like this, right? Bah, right? Obviously you want to be explosive with it, as explosive as you can. If you're really explosive, or if you're like, you know, at the pro level of physicality, you can see a lot of pros, they literally will just jump out like this and they'll be able to reach it. Because it also depends on how soon you can intercept it. If your reactions are good and you can intercept it where the shuttle is in front of you or just to the side of you, you can afford to do that. But however, if you are really caught off guard, if it's a quite deceptive flick, right, best thing you're gonna have to do is just reach it and just go for like an emergency clear, right? So we'll demonstrate that now. So as you can see there, quite ugly form, but it is an emergency most of the time, right? It's going to be a deceptive flick, and your front partner will move to the front and cover the front anyways, right? So if it's something where you're a little bit caught off guard, right, you can just clear it like that. That's always a good emergency option, but usually I prefer if you're able to get to it a little bit better than if a clear, but not confident enough you can play a quality smash. Always play a half smash you can, or a drop, right? Right, a drop ideally to the middle or straight, and that will set you up to be in offensive position and go ahead and apply some pressure. So again, let's look at that all together. So again, like look at my feet, right? Left foot is in the front, right foot is leaning forward, because you still want to be worried about the short serve. They're not going to be flicking all the time, right? And as soon as you see the flick, that flick was quite short, so we're going to do that again for you guys. So again, right? Something like that. And then one more time, this time I'll be purposely late. So in a time where you're purposely late and you're like totally caught off guard, you can take it on the late forehand, assuming they flick it out wide. So again, right, if they flick it out wide and you're late, you can take it on the late forehand, but that's really not an ideal situation. So to recap, right, lean forward as soon as you see the lift, or as soon as you see the flick, flip back, right? That was a little low, we're gonna do it again. Santi is flicking and she does not have quite the arm strength. So high, just high anywhere. Again, right, if you can get to it, jump on it, smash. If you can't, but you don't want to clear, then obviously you would drop or half smash. And if you can't do either of those, then just survive, usually an emergency clear. So that's it for today's video.